You are listening to the Hello Sport Podcast.
Happy Thursday morning, punters and dribblers, or midday, or arvo, or Friday, but happy Thursday morning. Welcome to you all. Waking up, stretching the legs, getting ready for work, putting your boots on, putting your suits on, getting your roots on, if it's a good morning. But ready to face the day. Tackle it with the vim and vigour and energy that you need to. Because we're coming down to the wire. Basically, everyone's fucking tools down at this moment. Eddie and I know that firsthand. And it's just about how you attack these final moments of the year of 2024 that really set you up for 2025. So don't skimp on quality. Don't let things get you down. And just get up and fucking into them, you know?
Yeah. No, well said, mate.
Yeah.
That's terrific. I echo those sentiments, obviously. Very rarely do we not see eye to eye, Tom.
Yep.
But I think it's important to reinforce in the punter and dribbler the idea that getting after it in silly season, in horizontal season, is of the utmost importance.
Yep. And now, whilst it may not even be tools down for some, it is for a lot. But there's so much on, like there's no room for taking a day off.
No, there's no room. There's no room. And you only get out what you put in. Nutrigrain taught us that.
Yeah, they did. Iron Man food.
Not a sponsor of the show.
No, they're not.
They've sponsored my childhood.
Yeah.
Right? And to that, I owe great debt.
Well, listen, they're probably in no small part responsible for my sugar addiction.
I mean, to be part of it.
Have
for
to.
sure. But don't skimp on quality this silly season, this horizontal season. Do not skimp on quality, okay?
And that has nothing to do with the shirts we're wearing.
No, it's got.
It actually has nothing to do with it.
This isn't just highbrow advertisement.
No, it's not.
This isn't about, pushing the greatest shirt I've ever worn. It's got nothing to do with it.
Oh, I've been wearing it around the house, so it's nice.
It's about reminding the punter and the dribbler that they have an obligation, not to those around them, not to their friends and family, but to themselves.
Correct.
To give it their fucking all.
Yeah.
This silly season / horizontal season. It means everything.
It means everything.
It means everything.
Absolutely everything.
If you're sitting there going, I might have this year off.
You can't.
I might just take the easy coward option, right? Maybe I'll go home early, or I'll fucking, I won't have a proper crack. Or maybe I won't lay down all day in horizontal season.
Yeah.
Just do things by halves.
Hey, cricket's on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, if we're lucky. At least at every opportunity you get to either rip or just lay down prone in front of the TV, drinking rosé, which is also 30% off at hellosport.shop using the code BIG. That's again not an ad. That's just. But if you were to do all if you were to do all of those things, then you are living your best life. If you are to fail in your assignment, which is to either rip and tear, or
lay the fuck down
and sip on ice cold rosé at hellosport.shop, 30% off.
Yep.
Code BIG. If you're not doing that, it's like pack her up, you send them home.
What do you stand for?
You don't stand for anything.
What do you stand for? If you don't stand for ripping and or tearing, and you don't stand for laying down, then what are you about?
What are you just sort of like?
What are you just existing
in this meandering, like this purgatory of life?
Do you want me to get you started, mate, on the fucking chances of your existence right now? The things that needed to happen,
for you to even
needed to go right, for you to even exist,
for you to take a breath, for you to be able to enjoy the competition between bat and ball,
for you to even enjoy that. Which I'm sure you're sitting there right now taking that for granted, aren't you? You spoiled prick.
You spoiled, ungrateful little shits. The competition between bat and ball is a tale as old as time.
Oldest time.
Since man or woman were able to throw and hit things.
Yes.
You telling me there weren't cave people knocking about in caves, hitting rocks with sticks?
Of course they were.
Of course they were.
Back when we were better throwers, we've lost our way a bit.
Well, we have. Certain people have. We get injured throwing these days.
So what we're saying is, punters and dribblers, is that you owe it to yourself. You owe it to the fact that you're alive. You owe it to the fact that you're the sperm that won.
Yeah.
We're all winners. We have 1 versus a billion, the great lies. Not to mention the trillions of sperm that lay, at the bottom of gutters somewhere, in the bottom of fucking bathtubs.
In Duracell's finest.
Duracell's finest. In tissue paper made in old bloody socks.
Belly buttons.
The trillions.
Lower backs.
The trillions that went to their deaths.
Down the gurgler.
So you could win.
Yeah. On
the backs, down throats. We know where they've ended
up.
In the eyes. All over the face. In bumholes. Everywhere.
Listen, there's probably no place on earth that hasn't seen some semen.
That's right.
And you managed to be the one that won the race.
That won the race.
The numerical number is 1 in 10, followed by 2,685,000 zeros.
There you go.
That's your chances of getting here. And you're not going to get up and get after it or lay down and do nothing?
Is that what you're telling me? Is that what you're going to fucking tell me? Well, listen here. Not good enough.
No.
Have a good, long, hard look in the mirror and ask yourself a simple question. Am I up to it?
Yeah.
Am I about it? This horizontal season / silly season. Am I about it?
And if I'm not about it, what are the things that I need to do, that I need to change to get me about it?
Yeah. Because if you are about it, you already know.
Yeah, you already know.
You're going to be dressed to impress.
Yeah.
You got to be in your fineries, okay? And you got to literally drape yourself in excellence.
Yeah.
That's what it's about. You need a fabric that breathes day and night, hot and cold.
Well, that's it, because obviously you like your warm summer days, but then there's the humid but mild, but the summer nights.
The summer nights. Oh, maybe there's a storm that'll whip through, okay?
Well, I don't want to be freezing cold because sometimes a wind will whip up.
Exactly.
Guess what? Rayon closes down shop and goes, I'm sealing off all the doors. I'm keeping you warm in a storm.
Yeah. Warm in a storm. That's rayon.
That's rayon. But then, hot summer day, what do? You undo the buttons and you let the
open for business.
Oh, sorry.
We're open for business.
We've got shuttered windows and all the air's coming in.
Pores are open, baby.
Yeah.
Pores are open. Get that chest out. That's rayon.
It's a living, breathing material.
So rayon doesn't fucking quit. We already knew that.
No.
Now you ask yourself, well, what about colour? What about Petaia?
Oh, Petaia. Oh, you're talking about the fact that like a forest green couldn't be more in right now, and that it pairs with fucking everything, particularly a brown cord punters and dribblers hat. Not the point.
Not the point. But you wouldn't have known this, but I'm here to tell you it's a fact anyway. 2024, year of the tonal.
Yeah, it is.
2025, even more so.
Yeah.
2025 is tonal, and tonal is 2025. So you pair a forest green, maybe an ivory foresty green, that sort of world with a brown P's and D's. Good night, nurse.
Now, you want to go to the beach and rock this shirt? Again, this isn't about the shirt. This is really about an approach to life. But now we're talking about the shirt because it is life. You wear that thing to the beach. You wear whatever board shorts you want, right? I don't care what you're wearing. Maybe some white ones like Eddie or myself. But you're wearing boardies to the beach. You're down there with your misso or your man, and you're letting it out. You're letting it out, but you're chilling in the water, out of the water. You know how beach works, Eddie.
Yeah. You're in and out.
You're in and out, and then you're sunbaking, and you're in and out, whatever. But then nighttime rolls around and you go into some cool, swanky fucking joint where, like, there's going to be heaps of Brazilians and they all want to fuck. And maybe you're not with your misso or your man in this point because you're a single human being in the world.
Yeah.
And now you've got a shirt that'll punch up any outfit.
Punch it all the way up.
So you can wear a nice pair of, like, linen slacks.
Slack it up. But you don't need to take the top off if you're getting the point.
The top stays on.
You can go from the beach.
But it's classy and it's nautical.
It's classy and it's nautical. You can go from the beach, 40-degree day, surrounded by topless women, okay, or men. But then you can also go to the martini bar that you've heard about.
Yeah.
A lot about, by the way. And there's women in there that are dressed to impress, very curvy, voluptuous women, not wearing any undies. Yeah. That's your imagination. You don't know for sure, but you're hoping.
Well, and that's the same with men. Oh, is that his penis behind those loosely fitted linen pants? Yeah. And if it is, it's a donk.
Yeah.
It's something Jason Ryles would double take at. You know what I'm saying?
But all of a sudden, you're feeling good about what's around you because you know you look good.
Yeah.
And looking good is everything. You need to exude confidence, punters and dribblers.
It's about confidence.
It's about confidence. If your mum walks in, right, it's Christmas Day, and she goes, can you come and give me a fucking hand? And you just give her a look like, oi, Cummins is on a hat trick. Fuck off. You don't need to say anything, and she'll back off.
Because you never speak to your mum like that.
No, but you wouldn't. But she knows because of what you're wearing.
Yeah.
She goes, oh, that man's not to be fucked with.
Yeah.
He's not to be trifled with.
But then, in the same breath, you go, Mum, Cummins on a hat trick, prawns?
Yeah.
Hey, Did we make a trip to the fish markets?
Yeah, like I asked you to.
Did Dad do it?
Yeah. Well, someone should have
Someone
done
must have done it.
Yeah, because I was on tiramisu duty.
Listen, I did. You asked me for tiramisu. Trust me, tiramisu's going to make you fucking near completion.
Yeah. Barbecue's clean.
Barbecue's clean.
Dishwasher's been empty.
I've set the table.
And the tiramisu's done.
Where the fuck are the prawns?
So, but I wasn't on prawn duty. Someone else was.
You were on prawn duty.
Yeah. Now, where the fuck are
And
they?
they better not be some fucking frozen for 6-year bullshit from Woolworths. No disrespect to the fresh food people.
No.
But it better not be. These better be fish market
markets.
fresh.
Fish market fresh. Or a bloke with a little shack down by the water somewhere.
Yeah,
you
a
know
little
what I'm
Greek guy.
Greek guy.
Sebo.
Now, you can demand things like that if you're dressed appropriately. If you look like a slob, if you look like a no-hoper, if you look like you still live with your parents and you've got no fucking money, then no one's going to give you shit.
Tell you what, you could get any Brazilian you want back to your parents' house and they'd be like, wow, this is a bit weird. You still live with your parents? You go, have you seen this shirt I'm wearing?
Yeah.
I don't think it matters where I live.
She doesn't give a shit. She's jumped on top, giving you the ride of your life, and you're good to go.
Or he.
Who's
bent you over.
Yeah.
Giving you, a rod ring.
A rod ring.
A good stiff rod ring.
Yeah.
If you are that way inclined.
Depends what you want.
It depends what you want. It's horses, of course. This shirt will fuck no matter who you are.
Yep.
But you got to have it.
You got to have it. And the only way to get it, hellosport.shop, Tuesday, December 10th at 6 p.m.
Okay. Get them for Christmas. Get them for the one you love. Maybe you want someone to make love to you better.
This is I'm calling it now. It's the greatest shirt ever fucking created.
The hat's not on sale. They will be at some point, but they won't be on sale on the 10th, just so you know. This is a shirt sale.
We start where it needs to start.
Yeah, that's correct.
Do you need to show them the back while you're at it?
Oh, yeah. Do you want to show them the back end?
Yeah, right.
I couldn't squat the other day. Me bloody... Bit higher, Ed. Let me... Have a go at that.
You'd have a Brazilian guy like that. You know what I'm saying?
Guaranteed. Jude Law's in Star Wars?
What? Skeleton Crew? Never heard of it.
Jeez, his
Fuck, they're
hairline's-
rolling out pure garbage, aren't they?
I know. Just Star Wars everything. You're like, do you really need to fuck? Have a go at that. Have a go at that. Have a go.
So is that
Yeah.
what's
Yep.
right?
Yep.
That's what's become of us.
That's what.
I didn't know he was in that sort of nick.
Dude, he's fucking... Yeah, no, he is.
Did you know that?
No, I did, but I didn't. I was on the toilet before for things...
Too long.
Well, for not of a masturbatory nature, but then that comes across my desk and it's hard not to. For those of you just listening, which is obviously a lot of you, we are looking at a photo of former Manly Seagull one-game player Jamie Humphreys. Now, the photo has fallen off of the screen. It is an image of him that was on the South Sydney Instagram. Smartly from them, they put it as the first in a carousel post. Him walking out of the ocean like a James Bond character. And we're not hyperbolic on this show, right? We try to undersell things. We don't want to say, you don't want to be over the top. People need to rely on us for real, true information and news.
I don't know. Hyperbole's never been my speed.
It's never been our racket. I'm not sure whether anyone's been in better nick in the history of rugby league. And you can throw me a Connor Watson, you can throw me all that body there, dude, is just...
Well, it looks fake.
It looks fake.
Yeah.
Like, if I saw Chris Hemsworth looking like that in...
fuck.
But if I saw Chris Hemsworth looking like that in Thor, I'd be like, well, yeah, that's just a Hollywood steroid diet. But here I have a young Jamie Humphreys, one game into his NRL career. Yep. Manly let him go. I'm not going to get into it.
Well, we've gotten into it
before, but I'm not going to get into it again.
No.
He could not be more fuckable. Could you imagine looking like that?
No, it's just.
Could you imagine just getting around? I wonder whether you'd almost feel self-conscious being that hot. You're almost like, I'm overwhelming you, aren't I?
I think when you've been offered your 10th blowjob for the day, you just you make your peace with it. You know what I mean?
Maybe, but you'd almost be. I'm like, you just might feel like, I know, I'm sorry, like.
But he's got a great excuse because he's playing rugby league at the highest level. At least he has once, so he's got an excuse to look that good.
Yeah.
It depends what the makeup of the man is. You know, if he's a humble, gentle soul, then maybe he gets a little bit uncomfortable. But I really don't think that there's any need to. There's no need to feel that way.
No, but I'm just wondering whether you might. Because, I mean, you and I will never know that.
He looks a lot bigger than I could have ever imagined.
He's huge. Is there
His
a reason
traps-
why we can't get him back up?
The
Just the
internet's
internet.
Internet's fucking out. His traps are absolutely
His traps are out of this world.
enormous.
Oh, his traps are out of this world.
They're out of control, Tom. They're not just out of this world.
How
they're out of control.
high do you reckon? Like, do we reckon they're like? Is that like a couple of inches height? They look like little Ullaroos off his shoulders.
Yeah, mini Ullas.
He's got a couple of roos on the shoulder.
Yeah, mini roos. Again, the internet's it's been tricky all day.
Has it?
Yeah.
Is that a heat-based issue?
Oh,
you think?
mate. Well, I mean, heat rises and it's pretty high. It might be baking up there, the
You
bastard.
reckon she's cooking up there?
Could be, bro.
Could be cooking.
Don't know for sure.
It's hard to know.
Now
isn't
it's asking us to put the password in again. I thought
yeah,
I was
like
supposed
how
to
many
remember
times
that
do you
shit.
need to put the password in? You fucking dumbasses.
Jamie Humphreys looking absolutely incredible, and it angers me, Tom. It angers me because we weren't given reasons as to why he was let go, and it angers me because now he's going to be paired up with Wayne Bennett.
I know.
I just got a feeling he has a ripper.
Same. I think he has a ripper. I think he really rips. I wouldn't be surprised if he won't start as their halfback. I think there's a dude from England whose name escapes me.
Lewis Dodd.
Huh?
Lewis Dodd.
Lewis Dodd. Thank you, Cody Totes. And I've only seen one game from JH.
Oh.
So I can't even really. Jesus, he's back. Look at look at it. Just look at it. The traps, dude. The shoulders.
Big abs too.
Oh, the abs are there.
Big
but
abs.
the chest hair, a bit of that, just like that's like a veggie. That's the ideal almost amount of Vegemite.
He's
You could do maybe slightly bit more Vegemite, like if the chest
you
hair
could do a
was
little bit more, yeah.
just a bit more.
He's got big arms too, doesn't he?
He's huge.
He's got
dude.
huge traps. Wouldn't hurt making a tackle with those things, would it?
I don't think it'd hurt doing much.
You know, plenty of pud there. As the Wi-Fi drops out again, shout out to it. It's okay. I've said enough.
Yeah,
now.
no, it's
I'm starting to get aroused. And
Yeah,
I just
no, we
can't
don't
have
need that.
I
You
don't
can't.
need that.
No, you
I
can't
don't
have
need
it
to
on
see
the
you
podcast.
barred up,
no,
which I'm getting to.
no, you don't need that.
Jamie Humphreys. Oh God, I
Yeah.
got a really bad feeling, Tom, that 2025, the year of people we've let go having huge seasons.
So we're talking Samuel Finau, we're talking Jamie Humphreys,
Fucking
Schuster, Latu, Carlos Lawton in fucking at the Cowboys.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Brad Parker, but professionally.
Brad Parker goes into the C-suite of, I don't know, Red Nuts Incorporated.
And just gives it a rogering from hell.
Yeah.
You know?
We're meant to be getting him on.
Yeah, well, he said he would.
Yeah, he did.
Brad did. And I gave him
Everything that you
a
want.
case of 4 pints and a Shorty's golf bag off the back of my own.
Well, yeah, no, off your own back. Well, out of the goodness of your own heart.
Off the back of my own greatness.
Well, listen, certainly the greatness. He also kind of took it before you could even give it to him. Now, credit to you for not asking for it back. Saying,
Well,
yeah, you can have it.
he was of the belief, and it was a correct one, that I already had one, so that was good for him.
And you already had the
It was
golf
right
bag,
for the picking.
and we're sponsored by 4 pints, so...
Well, actually, he didn't ask for the beer. I gave that to him.
Oh, that's nice.
He just took the golf bag.
Yeah, he took the golf bag.
No, he took. I didn't. I never laid eyes on it.
No, he basically picked up and said, "You got one."
Yeah.
And that's a good point you make, but like you could say that about like he could take a car off you and go, "Well, you've already got a car.
You've already got a car.
I'm going to take this one."
I'm going to take your other car.
And you go, "Well, I do see your logic there, but it does sort of."
Again, it's Brad Parker.
Hey, dude, you what you want is Brad Parker, dude. Like,
Brad Parker. It's club legend Brad Parker.
no, it's club legend. It's close personal friend Brad Parker. You allow him to take whatever he wants.
Yeah.
But we do need to get him on.
Yes.
There's just so little
And
time.
he owes us
Oh, he fucking owes us, all right.
after my generosity with him.
Yes.
There is so little time.
It's tough. Like next week, we won't be able to.
Well, next week we've got to play golf. I got to go to Brisbane. I got to go to a wedding. Like I've got things on.
You got another wedding?
Yeah.
Who's?
Dylan Porter's wedding.
Yeah. So you've got. My
Which
dad
is
asked.
why you keep trying to lock me in for Friday, and I'm like, probably 50 times you try to lock something in. I'm like, I can't.
What did
do
I try
it.
to get you for Friday?
The golf. You're like,
Oh,
Friday go. We'll
I
play
said
golf on
I
Friday.
could do those dates to Sebo.
Yeah, right.
I said they work for me. They don't work for you.
No.
Got another wedding on.
do. Big do.
Big do.
Yeah.
Big do. Hullabaloo.
Big hullabaloo, big do.
Punters and dribblers, I urgently need to remind you of the importance of turning Japanese this silly season, this slipping season. And the way to do that is with Japanese lager. 4 pints Japanese lager, to be precise, Edward.
Pairs well with being horizontal as well, Tom, which
Yes,
I think
it
is
does.
important to bring up.
Yeah.
Because when you're horizontal, especially in horizontal season, you need a beer that's going to cut it.
Yeah.
It's going to cut it with that sort of angle.
Well, it plays with horizontality.
Exactly. Like, not everything can play at 190, or is it 90 degrees or 180?
180 would be horizontal, buddy.
Yeah.
90 would be standing
Not all
up.
beers can cut it at 180.
No.
They can't.
No, they can't.
They're more like 90-degree guys.
Well, because there are certain beers that will sit in the depths of your stomach and make you want to die.
yeah, and just remind you about
You've got heaps of
their
beer inside you,
existence.
and I'm not playing well with the horizontality of the moment.
Yeah.
That is not 4 pints Japanese lager, which you can get in case or in 6-pack. I'd encourage a case, because what it means, Edward, is that you don't need to go back to the store for a longer period of time.
Geez, that's smart.
I know.
Who came up with that?
I did.
Nice.
Yep. So get around them. I did this thing with the buy round earlier, which will be out next week, and talking about talking about a bunch of different shit, like names on the back of jersey, whatever else. And I was like, I was watching the cricket the other day and was watching, the names and numbers on the back of the jerseys, and I just started sort of chuckling to myself, being like, I don't give a rat's ass that they're on there anymore. But when they were bringing numbers and names on the back of jerseys, I remember you and I being like, who do we need to murder to stop this from happening? Like, this is a fucking disgrace to the
Names
great
and
game.
numbers on the back of what?
Of their whites.
Oh, test jerseys,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, we don't like change.
No.
And I think that's probably reflective of most people.
Yes.
Is that change is good. Change is good. Change is a good
Sometimes
thing.
they say it's as good as a holiday. I disagree with that. But
Sometimes better. But it doesn't mean that it isn't tricky in the moment to try and make your peace with it, because for, 150 years we weren't fucking that way. And now all of a sudden we're doing the names and jerseys and numbers thing. Obviously, you and I, because we are able to stop, drop and think and come to some... Try and put the shoe on the other foot and see, why are they doing this?
Yep.
We're of the opinion that A, it's a way to raise revenue, and B, it's a way for the kids to, affiliate with their favourite players. Like, no grown man's getting around with a test jersey on, I would think.
You would hope not. And I mean that. I'd hope not.
But the kiddies, Tom, think of the kiddies. Yep. Maybe the kiddies are really big Cummins guys or girls. Maybe some people have faces smudged irrevocably, and they want to from birth, and they too want to identify with someone else whose face smudged irrevocably from birth, who also happens to have lost his sight.
Sight, eyes, hands.
That's a separate point. So I get that now. I've made my peace with it. I would say this of the Indian jersey: there's more colour on that thing than I've ever seen.
Yeah,
they got blue stripes all over the fucking thing.
They do.
Probably, maybe a pinch too much.
I think a pinch too much. I think that's probably true of all of them. You can go back to being a little bit whiter or creamier, whatever is your persuasion.
Ours are pretty creamy.
Ours is creamier than it is white, for sure. England white.
England white, India white, we're creamy, but I'm saying we don't.
Are India white or are they more creamy?
We're not rocking a stripe though. We're like an off-white.
Yeah.
It's probably the easiest way to say it. We're an off-white nation. Goes better with the green. The B green.
Yes, correct. The B green, which is still unrivaled in the international Baggy sort of collective, where it's like each team has their cap. The Baggy green just shits on all of them.
Yeah,
and I mean that respectfully.
Well, it defecates on all of them,
Yeah.
and there's just no way that you can
Glass
convince
bottom
me
boats them.
1,000%. There's no way you can convince me otherwise. Did you see that Don Bradman's Baggy green from I think 1948 Indian series? Correct me if I'm wrong. About 450,000.
No, 390 it ended up going for. Unless that was US or some shit, I don't know. Or like another...
480.
480?
Yeah.
It was on fucking... The Telegraph is 390. Not that it matters. It's a shitload of rugby league cash.
I
Would
saw
have been pounds,
What?
like the 390.
Well, pounds is double.
Let's see if I can find him.
So he's got $479,700.
There you go. 479.
Don Bradman's sells for $390 at auction. That's Men's Women's Weekly.
What are you reading?
ABC News.
I'm going to trust ABC.
No, so am I. I'm just more pointing out that I was not taking crazy pills.
What number they got there?
390.
Right. Well, that's just madness. Unless that's in US dollars, which it wouldn't. Maybe. Don't know. What's important is that
so the hammer fell at a price of $390, with the total price coming in at $480 after auction fees and premiums. So they got stung with like
what?
almost $100,000 worth of
Auction
fees
dude. What bullshit.
and premiums.
Auction fees and premiums.
What bullshit.
Yeah, but the hammer price was $390.
Okay. That's good Dioring.
That is good, Diori.
Because once upon a time, you would have just left that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be looking at volleyball highlights or something.
Exactly.
Well, yeah, you would be.
Exactly.
Or how to not move out of my parents' home for a little bit longer.
Yeah. Like, how can I act? Do you know the latest?
I've heard he's not moving out.
But have you heard why? Because their mate wouldn't pay an extra $30 a week. He's like, nah, no way.
And is it the same mate that you're like, you could use his
One
dad's
of them,
car?
yeah.
No, is
So-
it the same guy?
Different guy.
So you're just choosing to move in with some of the biggest fucking, I can't say the word I want to say, but just dead shits.
Yeah. And now me and my other
$30
mate have
isn't it?
decided once we get, because I'm going to Europe for 5 weeks, he's going to Japan for 3
Who?
weeks.
Well, hang on.
If we moved out now.
We didn't approve 5.
No, we didn't approve 5.
5?
We didn't approve 5. That
No.
wouldn't. Well, that'd be eating into your fucking annual. Would like beyond that?
Well, there's plenty of that to eat into.
Well, I don't know actually, mate.
He has got a fair bit.
Yeah,
Not the point. I don't remember approving
no.
5.
I didn't approve 5.
You said, sweet, just chuck it in the cow.
No, I didn't approve 5, dude.
I don't remember that.
No, you might have to change. Some
Hang on.
Because then there was another 2 next year as well that you signed
well,
up
Oh,
for
change some
right.
recently.
flights.
Well, we'll
Yeah.
talk about that, mate,
We
later.
should probably caveat like he can't go anywhere when he gets back. He can't go anywhere
Until he
he's
moves out.
moved out of his house.
Because unless,
I can't do this
No, but
anymore.
unless you and I take a stand,
Yeah, he's
Because
never going to grow up.
The cost
he's
of
never
living
going
in
to
home
grow up.
crisis.
He's never going to grow up. And we see Tobler as a son of sorts,
Yep.
for sure. Tom and I, his fathers, and
Well, we've gone and started other families, and we're like tied to him semi-emotionally, but like we're not going to have you in our life as much as you probably want, but we're going to try and make you a good man.
we want to turn a boy into a man,
Yeah.
and we want to get him ready for the big, brave, sometimes scary world.
Scary world.
And you're not gonna learn the right type of life lessons, punters and dribblers, if you're still living with your parents at 30.
Well, he doesn't realise any.
and,
like,
no,
he doesn't,
and also, let me preface this. If you've gone away from 10 years, you come back for a year or two for like you want to save for a home or something.
That's
He's
fine.
never moved
He's
out
never
once.
lived out of home. Like he doesn't understand what like paying rent is. He doesn't understand what like just how to bills.
He doesn't understand how to. He can't even cook his own meals.
No.
Well, I went to Coles the other day because I've started a food prep now, just as like a warm up for
sake.
when I eventually move out.
Oh my
and I was
God.
shocked at the price of groceries. Like it cost me like $55 to get
So do you
food to make
contribute
lunch
any
every
money
day
to
for a
your
week.
household
I
groceries?
pay board.
Shut up, dude. That's
I
not
pay
What's your
board.
board? $50 a week?
No, it's like $100.
Oh, okay. Right. Mate, food's
But I don't
fucking
eat. I don't eat much
expensive.
at home.
What do you mean?
Like because I'm usually late. I'll do my own dinner. I'll food prep my
What,
own
so you just
lunch.
get Guzman?
I'll get Uber Eats on the weekends. Sometimes
You
I'll
never
eat
cook,
here.
though?
No, I don't really cook it. Not for the family anymore. I used to make tandoori chicken once a week.
Every week?
Every week. That was my weekly meal.
Talk me through that.
Yeah. So you wouldn't be like, hey, I'm going
Cooking-
to change it up this week. It's like, nah, Tuesdays is tandoori chicken.
Tuesday's tandoori chicken.
I want you to do a video called Tobler's Tandoori Chicken.
Yeah.
Perfect. It's delicious.
But are you going to do that?
Yeah, sure.
Why'd you stop doing it?
Just work got in the way. You know?
He's
Getting
always-
home at 8 o'clock, mum and like everyone's already eaten.
Yeah.
He's got an excuse, doesn't he?
Yeah.
What about Saturday or Sunday?
Yeah.
Or Friday?
Yeah. Any weekend days you think about cooking for your family? Who let you basically live there for
yeah, that's
free?
when I'm out and about.
Oh, yeah, out on the town?
Out on the town.
Sunday night, you're out and about.
No, not Sunday.
Oh,
night.
so you could do it
Sunday
for-
nights order in though.
Why?
That's universal,
you've ordered
right?
you've ordered in like fucking every night that week though.
Yeah, but Sunday it's just you feel the less guilt about ordering Uber
You're
Eats.
starting to sound a lot like Cody Toast.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I bring my lunch every day fame.
Who's already applying to move to a different house and is probably going to get approved and move again
Well, because he's
before
got-
I've
'cause he's
even
got-
Because
left.
he's an adult.
And he's got go about him.
Yeah,
You fucking
And you make enough money whereby $30 shouldn't mean fucking jack shit.
Oh no, that's not the It's not a financial thing. It's a
you're a
don't know.
giant puss.
But you could have said, I'll pay the extra $30 and get a better room.
It
Well-
sounds more like the roommate's not committing.
Yeah,
and
it
he's
sounds like
using
you saddled yourself up with these losers. No disrespect, they're probably nice guys, but losers in like the housing context, where they actually don't want to move out. And they just keep making the dumbest excuses to not do it. Or I'm not on my P's yet as a fucking 28-year-old. Like, I've got to wait till I get my P's so I can drive dad to work. Like, what? What the fuck are we talking about? And then the other guy, oh, extra $30. Now, listen, in this economy, depending on what you're earning, $30 may be the difference. But you got to find an extra $30 then because you need to get out of your house because you're all adults. So none of this ragtag bunch of people have ever lived out of home?
Nah.
Oh, my God.
Find the
But end of February next year, boys, I'm telling you. I'll be in a two-bedder.
Okay, well, what's the
in
what
DY.
if you don't? What if you're not by the end of February?
I'll move in with one of you guys.
No. What's there's a punishment. There's going to be a punishment if
Yeah,
he's not
that's
out of
it.
house by the end of February.
Yeah. I don't know what that is.
No, I'm
There
going to
is
think
one.
one.
What about like
Dribblers-
you can't leave the studio for a week or something like that?
You got to like live in here?
I've done that before. Not for a
it's
week.
true. No. Punters and dribblers, leave a comment on what his punishment should be if he hasn't moved out by February.
End of March
February.
next year.
No, February.
Yeah, end of
You
Feb.
fucking tried
March.
to sneak another month in there.
Jesus Christ.
End of Feb. Lock it in.
Not good enough.
Put the
Lock it
punishments in there and then we'll
And
decide
we'll pick our favourite.
And does Jenny want you to move out? Is she like, what are you doing? Or is she
Yeah,
like,
well, because I just want to live with the boys or a boy now for a year, and then I'll move in with Jenny.
so you're prolonging this as well. Like every year you prolong this is a year you're prolonging moving in with her as well.
Yeah.
And so you're like, you've got to squeeze in some time living with the boys before you go straight and live with the missus.
That's what we. That's
No, I
that's
know,
been the
but
whole
like-
point.
That's what
I'd be going for longer than a year.
We made the
Don't let
decision in
Jenny hear this.
October last year.
I think you want to be living with the boys
I
for
reckon
longer
2
than a year.
years.
I reckon 2 years.
You know.
A year goes quick, bruh.
Goes real quick.
I'll
goes
have that
real quick.
discussion with Jenny.
I wouldn't be like, yes, definitely in a year because it'll fly by and you'll be like, shit, I do not want to leave here.
Yeah. We'll cross
Also,
that
moving
bridge.
twice in a year is too much.
Poor old Willie Burns moves like 8 times in a year.
Yeah.
But he loves moving.
Yeah, he does.
He gets a kick out of it.
Yeah.
He told me.
He's nomadic.
No, he is bordering on.
Yeah.
So, Tobler, I'm disappointed. It's simple as that.
Yeah.
No, that's fair, mate.
It's excuse city, and like their excuses are like dad, P plates, and $30. But your excuse is dead shit friends, and that's not a good excuse either. Do you know what I mean?
Well, you
Oh,
can have
true.
dead shit friends, but just don't live. Just
Don't
not
live with
move
them.
in with them.
Yeah, fair.
That's the
Well, you'll
difference.
see. Feb next year. That's a new goalpost.
And so it's just going to be 2 of you
if you're
now.
listening, just 2. And then if that falls over, I'll just move in with Jen.
Wow,
Fuck the boys off.
it's all happening.
I bet you 100% he just moves in with Jenny by the end of February because he will do nothing, and it'll be like, fuck, I don't want to, have to whatever the punishment is, and he'll just move in with her.
When do you get back from Europe?
22nd of January. So
When
6
you leave,
weeks.
when you
but-
go on 19th?
Yeah, in a couple of weeks. But these apartments come up all the time on the beach.
Oh,
It'll be
yeah,
so
yeah,
easy.
do they? Yeah,
we'll be
it's
out
so
in
easy,
2
mate.
weeks.
So
mate.
easy, you just haven't done it.
So easy, mate. So easy. Tandoori chicken every night. At the
Every
beach.
night. Yeah.
Tandoori, Tobler's tandoori chicken.
That would, dude, imagine if you opened that like a store on the beaches, Tobler's Tandoori.
Tobler's
chicken.
Tandoori.
And all you do is one meal. and
Yeah, that's just
it.
tandoori chicken. That's
Yeah,
it.
I couldn't compete with the dodgy Indian.
Why?
Well, there's a place called the Dodgy Indian.
Oh, yeah, that's a great name.
And I can't compete with that. That Indian is primo.
That's a great name.
It's a fucking great
It's
name.
a fucking great name.
So shout out to the Don for flogging his B green
Well, he did.
from beyond the grave.
Yeah. Was it his owned and then sold, or was it like a on sell? It's a lot of money to pay for Baggy Green. Like, it's the Dons, I get it.
Who bought it?
Was it silent? If I was balling out the arse, I'd buy dumb shit like that, but like...
Bro, if you're worth 500 million,
Yeah.
right, and you're liquid, sorry to drop a
Sorry, drop a
fucking
cash term.
cash term on you, and you're liquid, right? Who gives a fuck about 450 grand? I'll give you the math for what it's worth, punters and dribblers.
In terms of if you're worth...
So if you're worth 500
mil,
million, so what did I say? Let's just say 390,000 hammer drop.
Well, go 480. That's full price.
Well,
That's what
hang
you're
on, I
wearing.
got to put my fucking phone on the side because the cunt's so fucking the numbers so good. What was it? 490? 480.
480.
You're worth 500 million and you're liquid. That's 0.00096. So let's say you're worth 100 grand.
You're worth
So?
100 grand.
Yeah. Times point.
You're worth $100,000.
0.00096. It's $96. If you're worth 100 grand, it's
Oh.
like spending $96.
Sorry, gotcha. It's 96. Okay, right.
So if you're worth 100 grand, You spend and someone said, $96 to buy the Don's baggy green from India 1948. What the fuck do you think you say?
Yeah, you say yes, please.
You say yes, please, mummy. Have you got any more?
Yeah, give me more, mummy.
Give me more, mummy. So that's a lot of money to us, but there's some people out there that don't give a fuck about that sort of money.
No, they don't care about that at all. Imagine that, not giving an absolute fuck.
It's unclear who bought it. Just an Aussie guy.
Aussie, good.
So I've got one of the Don's baggy greens. That's a serious flex.
It is. I wonder if you'd wear it or whether you just keep it behind glass.
Bro, I'd wear it at vendors.
Yeah, that's when it'd be, right?
Fuck yeah. You're like, have a go.
You'd pull it out at Benders. I don't think you'd wear it around because you wouldn't want it around fucking street. You know, those sorts of people.
Depends who you're with.
Yeah, not street.
Like you and me, I'll put it on.
Well, no, I'd fucking be taking turns.
Taking turns.
You would though. It's a lot. We got any memorabilia that'd sell for that much? Probably.
Us?
Yeah.
What do you reckon our most expensive piece of memorabilia is?
Like what people would pay the most for?
Yeah. It'd have to be the torch, wouldn't it?
Well, yeah, but that's not ours. That's a 2000s. Like, I'm talking about some
That
Hello.
is ours.
Yeah, but we didn't run with it. It's not a
who
Hello
owns it?
Sport thing.
Who owns
Yeah,
it?
but that's not my point.
But we own it.
Yeah, but like a thing that's ours would be like the
Well, so-
captain's hat. It'd be the last dribble painting. It'd be the pipe player of the
Captain's
week.
hat. Oh, that. Yeah, right.
Fucking-
That's
I reckon that midnight blue.
The midnight blue, maybe.
Only fresh.
One of 100.
left.
I reckon you get more for a baggy green. They can't be bought, but you probably would.
Potentially. I mean, that fucking stupid football.
I don't know if we've got any in here you'd get 490 grand for.
Nah, maybe not. Not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Not yet. Not yet.
We'll
Maybe.
see.
We'll see.
Maybe that midnight blue. Anyway.
Who sold it?
Bonhams, Sydney.
But who owned it?
Yeah, so at the end of the tour, Bradman gave it to the Indian team manager, who gave it to his nephew-in-law, who then sold it in 2003 to Bonhams in Sydney.
Shit,
Which I
imagine
think
just
is
getting
like
handed that. And did this
Oldest and largest auctioneers. Oh, so someone bought it in 2003, and then it was at the Bowral Museum since 2010, and then decided to sell.
So what happened is someone's bought it, decided to give it to the Barrow Museum to showcase it off, and has run into financial difficulties, you would imagine. And has been forced to sell. Or he's died and his kids are like, fuck that shit.
I don't care about.
Yeah.
Which again, I get.
I get it.
That.
I get it.
I respect the shit out of that. If you had a fucking Bradman baggy green and you want to get a house in this economy,
In this economy?
or if your toddler's mate who can't afford $30,
Yeah.
you sell Bradman's hat.
Seriously.
Well, it might have been, you know what I mean?
Might have been him.
I'm $30 short a week here. I need to sell something.
Let me sell
I
a
hope
priceless
so.
heirloom in Don Bradman's fucking baggy green, so that I can live in a cramped DY apartment.
Comfy.
Comfy. Yeah, snug.
Snug.
Cozy.
Real snug.
Huge test on Friday, Edward. Obviously, we'll be at the Hacker Major, so we will have to have some sort of a mounting situation in our golf cart where we can watch the game while we play.
Yep. 3 p.m. kickoff,
Oh, that's pretty good. We'll almost be done by that stage
I believe. You want to confirm that for me, Tobler? 3 p.m. AEDT.
because of the day-night nature of
Correct.
the test as well.
Day night nature and they're half an hour behind.
Yeah.
You know how they fuck down there in Adelaide. Bit weird.
Yep, very weird.
Socks on sort of stuff.
Yep.
I am pumped.
Yep. I
Pumped but concerned.
Oh no, pumped, but very concerned. Like very concerned. Every bit of fucking media that I'm consuming is just now like speaking to how fucked we are as a team. And they've got like Bo Webster in case Mitchell Marsh is not going to be able to play because he is injured. His ankle's fucked and he's struggling generally to bowl and bat. But that he's a good enough batter that
Who, sorry?
Mitch Marsh.
Oh, yeah.
They brought in Bo Webster.
Yep.
But then he might just bat as a batter. Like Mitch Marsh has currently got the best average of any of our batsmen over the last year. So like he might just play as a batter. Then you go, well, who the fuck are you dropping?
I don't even think, why do we need an all-rounder?
Because you always want to have, like, I mean, generally speaking, having an all-rounder is the done thing in a you have like a, well, there's always like a relief bowler. There's someone who goes and chews up a couple of overs. Always. I can't even remember the last time you didn't have an all-rounder. We've always been obsessed with them.
Australia is.
Yeah.
But does everyone have all-rounders always?
Well, who would it be in India?
Just go to the bowling car for the last test and see who did some relief stuff. Gary can just tie down an end, though, is my point.
We could. Well, yeah, and then Hazelwood's out. So this was the other thing that they were talking about. I think it was on ABC Grandstand.
So Scotty B's in.
But Scotty B, I don't know. No, they haven't announced the team. But
they haven't confirmed it yet.
So they've got Sean Abbott, Doherty, I don't know his first name.
Brendan Doggett.
Brendan Doherty, who I literally could not pick in a lineup, no disrespect, and Boland. But I think it was on Grandstand. They were like, why the fuck would you bring in 2 extra bowlers? Like, why are they so... I think Cowan was like, that seems like a larger than usual like squad touring party.
Wouldn't that well, probably they want to have a look at the pitch, you'd think.
I don't think so. That wasn't what was the way it was indicated. What they said was that there could be more injuries than they're even letting on.
As opposed to we want to have a look at the pitch before we decide who we want to pick to replace Hazelwood, which I don't think is a weird idea.
No, I think they're basically saying Hazelwood will be replaced by Boland, and then why do you have 2 other bowlers? Why do you?
So there's 3.
So there's 3. So Sean Abbott and Doherty are also bowlers. So I was like, why do we have 3 bowlers sitting there?
Yeah. Sorry, I wasn't doing the math.
And so then again, shit down our throats, punters and dribblers, if you'd like. We're just trying to work this out here, but you've got Stark, Cummins, let's say Scotty Boland. The benefit of having a Mitchell Marsh or a Baggy Green there is if one of those bowlers goes down mid-test, then you only have 2 bowlers to bowl a shitload of overs.
Yeah, like what happened to Peter Siddle.
Yeah.
Against Faf.
Banana Man. So you kind of need to have someone there as a bit of a backup. And what the
we didn't like what Marnus dished up last time, or
well, the fucking thought process of that there might be more of that to come.
We're not happy with what Marnus was bowling, or
no, no, we weren't.
Right?
No, we weren't.
Okay.
I don't know what the fuck we do, but they're like, do you know what I mean? Like, there's problems everywhere now. It seems. Obviously, Hazelwood's out. Do you know Hazelwood? Where did I hear this one? Was this maybe on Grade Cricketer? Again, I just couldn't be pounding more cricket podcasts if I tried. Grade Cricketer, Cricket at Owl, Grandstand. Just rotate me on those. Yeah. Stick them in me and let me rotate. Like Hazelwood over the last 3 summers has had a side strain in the first 2 tests and been out.
Is that right?
Something like that. I just feel like it doesn't feel like we're always under the pump. Now I just feel like we're under the pump. It's like you have one bad test, and now I'm just is the sky falling down?
Boomer's put us under the pump.
Yeah, he has.
That's just what's happened.
Jassy Boom Boom.
Jassy Boom Boom's put us under the pump big time. And we're aging out. And no one's coming in. No one's fucking getting us horny and ready to go from Shield. So
listen, I mean, Connie got a ton.
Yeah, I know, but outside of him, and he's new, he burst on the scene like a second ago. It's not like motherfuckers, again, we always go back to, yesteryear, Tom, when we had blokes in Shield averaging 50. That's not happening anymore.
No. I think that Bo Webster's been averaging 50 this year. Which is pretty nice.
Yep, okay.
Renshaw got 100 in the one-day cup. Not the same thing.
No, not the same thing.
Bancroft got 100. Connie got 100.
No, not the same thing.
But Connie's one was. Have we spoken? Did Connie got his 100 on Monday?
Prime Minister's 11 got 100. Beautiful. Love that.
Franger.
Franger. Love that. Franger got a ton.
Franger tonned up, and he looked good doing it. But I don't really have much to add, so I have no idea what's going on. I'm just nervous. I'm just nervous.
You and I don't know what we're talking about, Tom, and that's on the public record. No. So I don't think that we're going to provide any value here by musing over who the fuck should be batting and what.
What's going to happen.
That's not our role. Our role is
reactive.
Our role is to sit here as the leaders of you, the punter and the dribbler, and just express to you all how excited / fucking nervous we are. Yeah. Excited because on Friday, supposed to be an absolute squirter, I get to play the Bondi Classic with me mates, okay?
This is the Bondi Classic hat I'm wearing, actually. You're welcome.
We get to sink tins and play golf and watch cricket. And for that, I thank the Lord above.
Yeah. And those that went before us.
That's right. And for those that allow us to do what we do, a parish of blue.
Yeah. And again, Eddie, not to circle back to the start of the podcast, but the chances that we were to be shot like a cannon out of the ball sacks of our fathers to hit an egg whilst competing against billions of others, to then be birthed in the greatest nation of them all, to be born at the same time, essentially you and I, in the same era, and in a time when you can go and play golf with your mates and watch Test cricket.
Yep. On your phone. Yep.
Whilst playing golf.
Yep.
In Bondi.
We don't need to be it's not like we're in a place now where we've got to go inside and maybe the aerial's broken, so you got to call the bloody bloke to come in here and fix the aerial because the cricket's on, we can't watch it, and it's grainy, it's fuzzy, it's old analog shit, you can't see anything. No. We just load up in the phone now. It's a piece of piss. Todd will bring out a couple of portable chargers for us just in case because we'll forget.
Yep.
So that's
obviously
he'll be doing that for us.
He'll be making a note of that as we speak.
And so there's a lot to, and I'll also be dressed in my fineries. I'll look incredible in my horizontal season best.
Horizontal season.
So there's a lot to be grateful for. There really is.
Well, just think about this.
We're playing with a friend of the show, Luke Bracey. Yep. It's always good to see him because he's not really around that often.
No, he's not. This will be his first hacker. Timmy Wheats will be there.
Yeah. So we're nervous.
No, we're nervous, but we're calm.
But
we're not really. But also, Eddie, I don't mean to go back to just the odds of this happening. But basically, since the moment we were shot out of said scrotums, to be lining up with this very day and the weather being good, like what are the odds of that?
What are the odds?
All the way to this day and to have a squirter.
To have a squirter, to be playing, I would assume, great golf, to be in great company.
In great clothing.
On a great course. And yes, the purists might go, no, it's not, but it is for what the hacker is.
No, it is a good course.
It's a lot of fun. To then have the cricket on, the only missing piece, which is why we're nervous, is how do we play?
Yeah.
That's the unknown. And I'm talking about Australian cricket team here. How do we play? That's the great unknown, and that's where the nerves come in. Because the boys may well rally. We may well rally. We may win the test and go, fucking send us in.
Yeah.
Send us in, cunts. And we go out there and the boys just look on. McSween's, no longer a debutant, bit calmer behind the fucking willow. Kawaja, an old steady hand, an old workhorse at the other end. An old soul going, yeah, I'm 38, pushing 39. Yeah, I've been on Earth 50 times before, but I'm calm and I'm ready, baby, to drop bombs.
Yeah.
And he just goes out there and just works these pricks into the ground. And then by the time, Tom, that dusk comes and Jasper gets the ball and everyone starts to wig, we've got cunts with eyes in. They're seeing them like beach balls and the ball's old.
Yeah.
So it's not a problem anymore.
No.
We're not concerned because we're in.
Yeah.
And we're seeing them like beachies.
Yeah.
That's what I hope for Friday.
What's Marnus paying, or have they not got the markets out?
What, to ton up?
Yeah.
It'd have to be $30.
He should be $30.
Bet she's not.
Find us what Marnus is paying on Ned's, the greatest betting platform of all time. To ton up. I'd just be interested, or maybe they don't give those markets because the team hasn't been named and there's a cloud over him.
Tell you who I like for a 50?
580.
Trav Head. 580 for 100? Geez, that's bullshit.
That's
35.
crazy.
What's Kawaja playing for a 50?
I don't mind that.
275.
It's not much, is it?
I don't mind it. But
I don't
That's first
mind it,
innings
but
only.
It's not much. Tell you what else I'm going to do, though, in
what?
the car.
How much for Marnus to get one? 5 what?
580.
That's a
That's
joke.
for a ton. That's for 100.
That's for a ton.
For first innings.
I don't think I'll be looking at that. What else I think we do in the golf cart, Edward? And I think we almost do it more so because we'll be zipping about, is let's get an old radio and have grandstand playing, but so we can hear the crackle. Like, I don't want digital grandstand. I want it to be like Jim Maxwell crackling.
Well, you know what we could do is we get an office work and get a like a portable radio.
Yeah, let's do that. And it's just booming from the fucking...
Like that a lot.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what we do.
And just have it crackling.
Just have it crackling. And
just have Jim Maxwell just whispering sweet nothings.
Dulcet tones.
Yeah, dulcet me up.
What time do we kick off on Friday?
The golf's at 1 kickoff.
Okay. If you want to make it a full day, punters and dribblers, obviously most of you listening won't be coming. There is a good day activation in Bondi.
Yes, there is.
From 7 till 9.
Friday morning
On the grassy knoll where all the hot people are. I wouldn't be surprised if fucking Jamie Humphreys is there, you know? He probably isn't, but...
There'll be gorgeous people down there. And ugly people, but gorgeous people too.
Gorgeous people, ugly people, there'll be people. I'll be down there with my children.
Really?
Yep.
I might try to bring the wife.
Well, that'd be nice. I think they'd like to see her, you know?
Yeah, I'll let her know that. I'll let her know. She's busting too. She's like, the girls probably would like to see Ella.
Oh.
You know?
They popped.
Popped.
Yes. I thought you meant like she needed to piss. I'm like, how do you know that?
Well, she'd probably need to urinate when she's down there. I wouldn't rule that out.
No, I wouldn't rule that. I thought you meant she needed to piss maybe right now.
What were the chances of her being on the shitter right now? They're doing away
Yeah.
on the shitter.
On the shitter. We can check in.
You in the toilet or?
Yeah. Yeah. So you weeing? Hey, you're on the podcast. Are you weeing?
People calling for the old boy to be on a potty.
Yeah, I did see that. They want the chili boy, dude. I get it. I'm with them. Mate, I'm with you.
Get him on.
Get chili on.
So Friday, back to Friday. We've got a squirter of a day lined up.
Huge.
All we need is the boys to dig in and deliver.
Yeah.
Because I will tell you something for free. This will not cost you. But it is a simple truth. Ella just messaged me. I wonder if she said I'm on the toilet. That would be
Dude, go back and ask her. Say, are you weeing right now?
Weird question.
Are you weeing right now? Be honest.
Are you weeing right now? No. Why? Okay.
So I don't believe you.
Smudge had a slight injury concern at a optional net session on Tuesday at Adelaide Oval. Marnus saw a bouncer and it hit him on the right thumb, and then he had to go receive medical attention.
At an optional net?
He'll be fine. Yeah, it was an optional net session, but everyone showed up.
And Marnus fucked him up.
Threw a ball and it's smashed.
He can.
Smudge on
Can
the
he do
right
anything
thumb.
right, that prick?
Marnus can't do anything right at the moment, mate. Like, he can't. He's kind of like that annoying kid who's trying too hard to get me to like him. But, like, when he came in, he sort of won me over really quick because he was good. But it's like, now you're starting to grind on me.
You're starting to grind me down, dude.
Yeah.
And I'm not loving it. So the only way out of it for him really is to score runs.
Bulk runs.
But back to the advice I was going to give to the punter and the dribbler for free is that if we were to lose this test, go 2-0 down, the drums of war will be beating. And by war, I mean
Murdering
the current setup, murdering the 11. Because I can't have that.
No. A win, though, if we go down positive street, positive alley.
1-1, going to the Gabba.
And then also when we're when it goes to, like, we're still alive and in a serious test series at Boxing Day.
I would love an alive series to make its way all the way to Sydney, which just never happens. I can't even remember. I can't remember one. Maybe 2004 when Clark, was that 2004 or 2007?
When he got the 300.
No.
When he got the
3 and 4 balls, was that 2007?
It was 2007 or maybe early 2008.
Or in 2007.
I was watching it at my current girlfriend's beach house at the time with her entire family, and it was an uncomfortable. Just felt weird.
Why?
Because I was the only one that really gave a fuck.
And you made him watch it.
Well, I just could. I was on me fucking the tips of my toes. Very excited.
And they just went into that.
Well, I remember the vibe not being as like. I was like, "What? Can you believe what's going on right now?"
I was at my late great grandma's house, Granny Simpson.
Shout out to Granny Simpson.
We were at her house. I remember. I was watching with my brother. Huge.
Yeah.
Huge fading light. Remember that? But I can't remember the last live series that went to the SCG.
No.
And again, my memory's not razor sharp.
No, exactly. It could have been last year. The rain will ruin it. That's just something we know to be true. The rain will ruin it.
Fingers crossed.
Nah,
Touch wood.
nah,
Touch wood.
I just need to stop what we're doing for a second, Edward.
Stop, drop, and roll.
Stop, drop, and roll because Ned's is on fire.
That's good, bro.
Yeah, you like that?
Yeah. Yep, get down low and go.
And
because Ned's is on fire.
Ned's on fire. And
Ned's is on fire.
I was at home Saturday with the girls, and they were playing mummies, dressed as like mermaids and shit.
That makes
And
sense.
I was out the back doing some yard work, and I was just having a little how you going on the Ned's app. Couple of dogs, couple of pones, nothing crazy or responsible.
Any trots?
No trots.
You trotter?
I'm not a trotter, dude. I'm not knocking if you are, but they don't reach the octanes that I need to feel anything.
Well, you're a high octane guy. You're 98.
Yep.
Unleaded.
Yep. Hook it to me veins.
Obviously not a ute guy, so you're not a diesel guy, but that makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not a diesel guy. No, I'm not. That's fine. I was an EV guy for a little bit. Not the point. We're talking Neds. Shout out to them. Get on the profiles. Give us a follow. And if you can have a punt, do it with them.
Hey.
Imagine what you could be buying instead. For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website. You see Jordan Petaia, you know, the Queensland Reds Wallaby?
Yeah,
NFL Pathways program or some shit.
Saw that.
Yeah. Why?
Bit random.
It didn't feel like he was a great player, like he, you know, in rugby union. I never really was like, oh.
Mate, bit random. I think he needs to get on the blow to Valentine Holmes.
Who literally came out
Being like, I was young and
and I
naive.
thought I could do anything.
Yeah.
I was young, I won a comp and thought I was the man.
Yeah. And then you get over there to a country of 350 million where they've been playing the game their whole life and they're all roided up. And you start to realise,
This is difficult.
this is difficult. Yeah.
It's funny, like, I think you could argue Val Holmes came back a worse player after that year off.
I think so. He was the fucking man when he left, bro.
And that doesn't mean that he came back and was like not still a good player. But I think that 1 year he had, and I'm pretty sure it was just 1 year, he came back. He's never been the same guy. Was he even in Origin anymore? Was he in Origin this year? He was in Origin, was he?
Yes.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
I would agree with you, I think. That's my just general feeling, and I could be wrong, and I've got nothing to back it up, and it's a vibe and vibe alone. But I remember when he left, he was fucking good.
But who's like...
And he's come back really good, but not
that
as
good. What's Jordan Petaia, what position is he thinking of playing? Like a wide receiver? Like he's not that quick, is he? Like he's again fast, but like not...
He hasn't really indicated, but it'd be wide receiver or running back.
Running back, maybe? I don't know. Like, I don't really know.
Wide receiver, you got to run all those routes and shit. You got to know what the fuck you're doing. You can't learn that in a year.
No,
You know what I
can't.
mean? Like,
but I
that's
mean,
decades.
I don't know that he's doing the Val Holmes year thing or whatever, but I mean, you probably would. Like, you'd want to make some money. But there's like an English rugby union guy who just who did this same Pathways program who's now playing for someone.
Playing for the Jags.
Yeah.
In what position?
Let me double check.
And is he playing some rugby
Wide
league
receiver.
NFL? Wide receiver, is he playing? Is he getting game time?
I'm having a look now.
Did you see that? Did you see that clip on YouTube on Instagram yesterday of Josh Allen's touchdown in the snow?
No.
It's not that special, but it's been played as a highlight, like it's one of the fucking coolest touchdowns ever. He sort of throws it to a guy who hits contact and sort of spins around and just offloads it to Allen, who's running around, but not like a set play. And then Josh Allen just dives in the corner. They're like, whoa, it was one of his best touchdowns. I'm like, that is like a shit. Like, he didn't even put the ball down. Like,
No one gets hornier for offloads than people in the NFL because then no one ever does it.
no. Whereas, which to me is insane. Like, it's almost like they're dying for someone just to come over there and just hack that game. Sonny Bill flick pass everywhere.
If they just started throwing flick passes, why wouldn't you do that?
I'm like, if you can pass backwards, imagine throwing some shape at a defense. Imagine like getting to the quarterback and just throwing a bit of shape at
Yeah, a
him.
bit of shape out the back. Yeah.
Anyone ever thought about just throwing
And
some shape?
there'd be huge nerds screaming at the potty now going, you can't
throw shape.
Why?
You can. You can
Why
throw,
can't
if you can throw backwards, you can
why
throw
can't,
shape.
Why can't you throw shape?
If you can throw backwards, you can run shape.
Why can't you throw shape? Get a big boy out the back of shape who hits contact, then out the back, another offload, bit more double shape,
Yes.
and then fucking try time in the corner.
Or like when Cronk would take it to the line and he'd have a man running,
Yes.
and then he'd go the unders line or whatever the fuck it's
Or-
called, overs line. And he'd throw it behind that guy to a sweeping Billy Slater And name your NFL player.
Or look long, play short.
Yeah.
The other thing as well, Tom, worth considering is there's no shepherd.
No, exactly.
There's no obstruction.
So you could be running some absolutely diabolical shape.
You could run diabolical shape. Because you can take pricks out.
Yeah, dude.
You can just stop in the line.
Lead runners stop in the line.
Stop in the line. That game just needs a real shake-up. Bush League, what they're doing. Like, if they're touching themselves over someone passing the ball back, sorry, not impressive.
Can you find it, dude? It was the least.
I've got it here.
It was the least impressive thing. Like, as in, it was fine. It was all right.
Like, if they've got a man running up the inside, they won't pass it to him. They'd rather get taken out.
Yeah.
Than get a guaranteed try. It's fucking mad.
It was also
And I know
historic.
it's touchdown, but you know what I mean.
He was the first quarterback to ever score a passing touchdown, a rushing touchdown, and a receiving touchdown.
In the same game.
Yeah, in the same game.
Cool.
There's something real cool about snow games.
They've got heating in the fucking field. That's why those lines are visible.
Oh, the lines are heated. Not impressive.
It's 21-3 at this point as well, so it's not even to win the game. It's not. Is that a spectacular touchdown?
Well, because he passed it back. That's what's impressive about it.
Is anyone commenting like this is not that impressive?
Well, not from.
It's
the
very
outfield.
reminiscent of like a rugby league try.
Yeah, but he doesn't even have to put the ball down. You got Xavier Coates jumping like 9 meters.
Oh, that was so special.
Corinna Kopf.
No, some other chick. Some chick. You look at you knowing all the names straight away. You are a fucking hornbag, dude. You are. That's not the name of the person, for starters. I don't know what the name is. Something Rain. But I don't even get it out in Toddlers. A Corinna Kopf.
Well, I saw she made like 42 mil in like a month or something recently.
Oh, yeah, where'd you see that, mate?
Just on the internet.
Oh, yeah. Dude, you are such an OnlyFans masturbator, I can tell.
Absolutely not, mate. No need to pay for porn.
You know exactly who, like, you know all of these people. Anyway, this chick made 43 mil in a year. It was like more than Devin Booker makes. Like, it was just ridiculous. They were sort of comparing this chick to athletes.
That's a lot of money. It's insane.
I'd like to know how much you need to put out to get that. How many pieces of content? Like, what's this sort of...
She's 20 years old, Sophie Rain.
There you go.
Sophie Rain. Can we get her up?
You do 1 year and quit, don't you? Maybe 2 years.
Yeah, but you probably get addicted to the coin.
Yeah, but I mean, if you've got 40... If you say you're getting taxed 50% of 43... So do it for 2 years and you've got 40 million just to chill.
Yeah, but maybe you want more than that. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Maybe you want to be that Billy.
Yeah, how's that? What are the Instagram follows at?
5.4 mil.
Wow.
She made $43 million in her first.
And what is she doing there?
I assume
She'd have to fuck, wouldn't she?
I assume that's what they
You
do,
have to.
isn't it?
Not everyone does that.
Are you allowed to chong on OnlyFans?
I think so.
I thought
You
they
can do whatever
changed
you
that.
want.
I thought they changed it.
No, I think, well, that's the only reason the platform exists, right?
There's a tweet from her that says, "Big thank you to my top spender for being there since the beginning." And someone named Charlie, Ley, has spent $4,723,925.
She's a devout Christian virgin.
Okay.
I'm confused.
I'm absolutely confused right now. A devout Christian
Virgin
virgin.
has had someone spend $4.5 million on her.
Well, no, he's had 43 million spent on her.
But one person alone.
Yeah, but I don't understand who's spending money for that, except Tobler.
But can you be a devout Christian virgin and still play up?
Well, are you? I don't know. I don't know what's going on here because obviously you're not a devout Christian if you're on OnlyFans.
We'd have P's and D's they'd be subscribers of her. Could you just tell us what she gets up to?
I also want to know like how many of you have an OnlyFans account. We might still have a business OnlyFans account. I don't know. Is that thing still running?
We still follow Tomic.
Oh, we follow Tomic? Do we follow Tomic? Tomic's missus.
Who we got into a bit of a stink with.
We did. She threatened to
Remember
sue
that?
us.
She did threaten to sue us.
That was Etch. We didn't do anything wrong, but that was the last thing we needed, especially in that time.
No, we didn't need that. What was that time? Oh, as in like
Just
cancel
that
culture.
the cancel culture time where it was like all we did was we reviewed the video and blurted it out.
And all he did was slap her ass. It was the most PG
awful.
shit of all time.
And we had to sign up to subscribe to her. Then we had to pay like an extra $30 on top of the fucking.
Cost us like $40-$50 to see him slap her ass once in the kitchen. It was
And all we
so
did was
bush
review
league.
it, and we blurred it so that you couldn't see us watching it on YouTube. She said it was revenge porn. And we were like, Jesus
That's right.
Christ.
That's right. Said she was going to go to the cops.
Yeah, we were like, what the fuck?
Give you that tip. It wasn't revenge porn.
It wasn't revenge porn.
Nothing porn about it.
No, it was useless. In fact, all it was, as you say, Eddie, bit of bum tap stuff.
It wasn't even a proper slap.
You see
It was
better
just a
slaps on the footy field.
100. It was just, mate. It was just a little tap. It was bush league.
Again,
it
though,
wasn't a.
knowing what we know now, a bit more of the OnlyFans world in terms of just that we know a bit more through people that do it. They're not necessarily career operators. It's get in, get off, get a bit of,
But I want to know what this Rain chick does to get 43 million in a year. I need to know. I need to know what she's doing on there. Not enough to pay for it, but I just want someone to tell me.
No, I'm not paying for it. Although that would simplify the process if we've already got the account.
You want to just but then we're going to subscribe and then pay for all the videos.
Well, I don't know.
She do. If you're getting 43 million, you're not doing much for free. Put it that way.
No, you're not. Tolba, what are you doing over there, mate? I'm very quiet and you're breathing heavy.
I'm just looking. I'm trying to find a Sophie Rain OnlyFans review
Oh my God, what a world.
just to see what she gets
What
up
a
to.
world. You're going back through your old fucking chat history, are you?
Yeah, I'm writing up a quick review.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude. Is that this weekend, this card? UFC 310. This is a horn. This has got some shit on it. Damn, dude. UFC 310, Pantoja and Asakura. Flyweight world title fight. That's your main event. This is the people's main event. If you're asking me, if you're saying, hey, Tommy Burns, what are you horny for? Shavkat Rakhmonov, Ian Machado, Gary is so horny, dude. Welterweight, title eliminator, I would say, Edward. Not going to tell Dana how to do his job.
No, I wouldn't expect you to tell me how to do
You'd
it.
have to think so.
Rakhmonov's a motherfucker.
Undefeated, is it 18 wins, 18 KOs, I believe.
Get out of town.
Or 18 stoppages, like finishes.
That's disgusting.
Check that, but I'm pretty sure. But this is a someone's always got to go fight as well because Gary hasn't lost. Cyril Gahn against Volkov. I don't think we've seen. Have we seen Cyril since he lost to John Jones?
No, we haven't. And
Your boy Sis
Every boy says, did Volkov fight Bam Bam?
beat the fuck out of him in Sydney. Beat the absolute penis off him.
Yeah, he did, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting.
Bryce Mitchell of Flat Earther fame.
Good to see Bryce back.
Yeah, it is. It is nice. Against
Not a
Cron-
bad follower, by the way, punters and dribblers.
No, he's a good fellow. Cron Gracie of the famed Gracie Jiu-Jitsu.
Is he a Gracie?
Yes, he is.
Is that right?
Loves to smoke pot. He's also very attractive. So this was meant to be Bilal versus Shavkat, and Bilal got injured. Which, I mean, is obviously unfortunate, but, like, I am almost as equally as excited for this fight.
Main event Sunday, 2 p.m. We'll have that on the phone going, Tom. 'Cause we'll be
Oh,
in
on the boat.
Yeah.
Yes, dude. Let's bring an iPad.
We might even put it in the telly.
Is there a TV out
I think
there?
there is one inside, yeah.
Bring an HDMI?
Yeah. Do it properly.
Yeah, let's do it right.
Yeah, let's do it properly.
Let's do it right.
Let's do it
Sorry,
right.
so we've got our Christmas party on Sunday, Punters and Dribblers, and we'll be on a boat, so we do need to have some technology that's going to support that. You, me, Jarch, and
Have you got an HDMI cord,
Streety?
Tobler?
Yeah, I'm sure we could get one.
Just plug that into a laptop, into the
a
TV, done.
Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt.
That is correct about Rakhmonov. All stoppages.
All stoppages.
Either subs, TKOs.
18 stoppages from 18.
Or
Oh my
there was one
God.
corner stop.
Yeah. Yeah.
That makes me absolutely sick and aroused.
Could we check the odds for that, actually? Surely Rakhmonov's a favourite. Surely.
Have to be. UFC 310, perfect. Absolutely perfect.
Sure.
T-Mobile, Las Vegas.
What about the Fight Pass prelims? Where are they? What time do they start? No, you got early prelims.
Early prelims,
10 a.m.
punters and
it
dribblers,
starts.
10 a.m. Obviously at UFC.
Chris
Fight
Weidman.
Pass.
Oh, that's good. Weidman's back on because he had to pull out. Did he pull out or did his opponent pull out? Yeah, his opponent pulled out on the last card against Eric Anders, who's no punk. Michael Chiesa, Max Griffin. I don't know Max, but Chiesa's been around the block. Chase Hooper against Clay Guida. Clay Guida is like, there's a lot of fighters that you see where you're like, if you want to see something funny, go watch Clay Guida versus Diego Sanchez. And from the opening bell, they just are swinging punches. Like, it's that. Can you get that? Can you just get a highlight of Clay Guida, Diego Sanchez? It's honestly hilarious. Like, they do not stop punching each other. Like, it is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And Clay Guida, at least for the last time, he had really long hair, so it was just chaos.
He was swinging. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. So that's the start.
Yeah, dude, the start. And then, like...
Oh, my God, bro. That was so dribbling.
Back in 09.
Look at the way they're looking at each other, dude. They're just...
Bang. And they're just into it. Oh, my God.
What the fuck?
Holy shit.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. So he's fighting Chase Hooper, who's like a jiu-jitsu guy.
Dude, I love that.
Chase Hooper, like, joined the UFC. He was the one that he used to joke around that he was Ben Askren's kid. He's just this curly-haired little dweeb, but he can kill you.
That was fun.
He can choke you out.
I enjoyed that.
Yeah, that's
thoroughly.
good. Mate, these are possibly the best early prelims I've seen. You want me to turn it off? I think it's still playing. Yeah. That's a serious fucking...
So early prelims at 10. Who's on the prelims?
So you go to UFC Fight Pass, punters. If you're not signed up, get signed the fuck up. That's a serious early prelim card there. What's the prelim?
Prelims at 12.
Dominic Reyes, Anthony Smith. This is a rematch, I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong. But Dominic Reyes, many argue, beat John Jones.
Sterling is on the fucking prelims?
Dude, I know. Me and Josh were laughing about this. Where
He's fallen out of favour?
Well, it's kind of like if Dana doesn't love your style, and I'm not saying this is Dana specifically, but it's like you're a champion, but now it's just like you're a padder. But it's
wow, mate. He'd had fucking main events.
He fucking fought Sean O'Malley for the title. Like, he lost his title to Sean O'Malley. Dude, this card's actually a sleeper, like, for good card. So, Dominic Reyes, Anthony Smith.
Nick Diaz was cancelled.
Yeah, but against Vicente Luque. Vicente Luque is a motherfucker. He's a motherfucker. And one of those guys that, like, I mean, he was fighting Nick Diaz there, but he was meant to be. But, like, he seemed to be someone for a while there who, like, they'd give to, like, a guy who was up and coming who, like, if you can get through Vicente, then you're a good bit of gear.
Right, okay.
I haven't seen him fight for a while, though, so I'm not sure exactly. I'm just looking at it. So, Movsar Evloev, that name rings a bell, but I can't remember who he is. Pretty sure Randy Brown fought Jack Della Maddalena when we were in Perth. He was that.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good card, dude.
Good card. So you'll need the UFC Fight Pass punters and dribblers to get through that. That's from 12 p.m. They're the prelims. Early prelims at 10 a.m.
Shit, that's good.
So get yourself hot, horny, and ready to go. That's how I'm warming up for the boat.
That's got me excited, dude.
That's how you warm up for the boat.
Yeah. But it's going to be a glorious day out there, just lounging about. Mugs.
I think it'll be a bit like today.
I'll take it.
Yeah, you take that every day of the week.
You take it.
And in exciting news, punters and dribblers, have I got your attention? Are you listening? Are you with me? Have I got your full attention? UFC 312, heard of it? Heard of it?
312.
Sydney, next year, Feb 9 to be specific. Kudos Bank Arena. We went last year to the Sydney one. Fucking terrific. Fucking terrific.
Yes.
Now, tickets for this will be on sale next week. To get first access to tickets, register now for pre-sale at ufc.com/Sydney. Tickets sold out, like, I think immediately last year.
They will sell out, dude. They sell out so quick. And I mean, obviously, it's nice that it's on your own doorstep because you don't have to fly to Vegas, for example, to go and see a UFC fight. But I've said this before. There is, I don't think, a greater spectacle.
No.
There's not a better event to go
No,
to.
there's not, mate. It's intimate. Kudos Bank's a great arena. It's like,
But it's intense.
it's intense. The production value, I can't crap on about that enough. It is elite. It is best in class.
Sold out in a record 13 minutes.
Yeah, so you're gonna have to hit this pre-sale.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to hit this pre-sale.
Sign up for the pre-sale.
Do not leave this up to chance, punters and dribblers. UFC.com/Sydney. Get the fuck in there now.
Yeah.
Register for tickets now. Obviously, the main event, Adelaide, not yet announced, but they have announced, Tom, some likely prelims.
Yeah, well, Jimmy Crute, who is, just one of those good, honest Aussie battlers, he just gets in there and fucking gets after
That's
it.
who we like, though.
Yeah.
That's who we support on this show. Good Aussie battlers.
He's against Marcin Pacino, and then Killian Sal Khalid, or Keed. He's an Aussie.
UFC debut.
Fuck, it is his debut. There you
Yep.
go. That's good. Tell you what's fun about that, actually. What's fun about the Australian events is obviously, it makes sense, right? But there's heaps of Aussie fighters on there. But you get to see people you've never seen before. You get these young kids that come out and they get like the good old-fashioned Aussie reception.
Yes. Which is, mate, people foam at the mouth when the Aussies come out.
Yeah.
Like, it's biblical.
Yep.
So, and usually a lot of them walk out to Australian-inspired or Australian songs.
Yes.
So it's just a lot of fun. The vibes, it's upbeat.
Yeah, no, it is. It's up and into them.
It's up and into them. Then Scar comes on, you're a bit like, oh. But generally speaking,
Generally
before
speaking,
that,
they're good.
Yeah.
Anyway, so where are they going for
So
that pre-sale again?
UFC.com/Sydney. UFC.com/Sydney. Go there now. Register for pre-sale. Tickets on sale next week. You move.
Move.
As Tobler said, 13 mins. You don't want to fuck this up.
No, you don't. Anyway, punters and dribbles, that's us.
Love yous and that.
Shirts on sale next Tuesday.
December 10th, 6 p.m. hellosport.shop.
Rosé on sale right now. We're continuing the Black Friday sale. 30% off everything with the code BIG. That's also at hellosport.shop.
Could you two just not talk anymore?